Hello, good morning. It's the 1st of March, officially spring now. Lovely sunny morning down here in old Dunleary. And looking across now, there's so much history around here, it's unbelievable. You have where those buildings are, the administration buildings are and apartments are, where is the location of the original harbour. It was in a kind of a crescent shape. And then the railway came along in 1837, and so they built a causeway. So that obliterated the old harbour, which by that stage they'd already built the two piers had been built, west and east, and so just to show you here. So you would have had, then you had the Metals, which was Ireland's first industrial railway. So one of the tracks would have built this wharf here, and the Traders' Wharf, the Irish Light siding over there. So beside here it's now a road. Spoke about this before, but it's nice to recap. Is a very distinctive area where the Metals came down, and there you have Battery Bridge. That's where the Martello Tower was. It was demolished in the 1830s to make way for the railway, and so that's why you have this incline here. And let's move on up here. So there's another Metals track here, just over in this boatyard area. The tunnel that's left over from that period, well over 200 years ago. So there's a lot of infrastructure still remaining from that period. Okay, it's called St. Michael's Rowing Club now. So a very distinctive tunnel there. You see there, so that would have gone down there and built that wharf over there. So brought all the extracted rock down, and then this is the road that leads down to Traders' Wharf, Irish Light siding. Still trying to get some dates. What I heard from people are reminiscing about it. It was used right up to the late 70s, but I remember as a kid a track embedded in the road down here. So there you go, there's quite a distinctive bit there. That tunnel there, the track would have gone right along there and through there. That's quite distinctive. Yeah, I've covered down in here in my previous videos. There's that boatyard area, so that's where the railway line would have been. Would have been two tracks. It was, I guess, busy at one stage. Let's just have a look over here. Down there is another tunnel, heavily overgrown there. So there's a track there, and then you had a track over here, big retaining wall here. And this is the Battery Bridge where the Martello approximately was, and there you go. That's where the Metals was. I always thought it was a railway line. It's ballast down there now, so it looks like it was a railway line. It always confused me years ago. They removed the last of the sidings over there, the railway sidings, last year, and so you just have the two very busy tracks here. There's a crossover track up there. The guy checking the points there. Everything is well maintained, and you have the old terminus, which I think only has a couple of trains a day. So all this infrastructure was put in place. This wall was put in place in the late 1830s. On this wall here to separate the metals from the railway. The circus is in town. That's the Michael's Wharf, or formerly known as Victoria Wharf. I'd mixed reports about that. Either the last usage of it was in the 60s or even as far back as the 50s. But I'll just end my walk down here. I've covered this ground before. There's the Commissioner of Irish Lights. That's where the railway would have ran across the road there at an angle. And the level crossing was here. Level crossing gate. Incredible job they did on the wall. It's hard to distinguish what's old and what's new. But I think there's a way of identifying that. There's some red brick down here, I think. No, thought there was. This is all the new part of the wall. Yeah. There you go. I'll leave you to it now, and I'll. There you go. Looking at where the railway went across the road at an angle. Two tracks it fanned out into down to the wharf. Okay. Take care, and I'll speak to you again soon. Another video on the way. And please subscribe to my channel, Station to Station. Got a lot of positive feedback, so thank you very much.